Hey up lads and lasses, Damphyre here, back with some more Infinite Lagrange. The Earthday event preview is up and I wanted to go through it because they have added some new stuff to it. So, amidst the sprawling city of Entontis, a vibrant green oasis stands out. The Krooks self-sustaining Earth Biosphere Research Park. The builders of this city have invested great efforts to construct a complete Earth Biosphere cycle in space. During the Earthday event, explorers will plant trees in space as participating in the planting and weather modification of the Krooks Biosphere Research Park, getting first-hand experience of the difficulties involved, and will jointly recognise and admire the beauty of Earth in this year's Warp Bells Lucas Movements event. Lucas? L-U? No. So, we have lots of stuff to click on, as per usual. See what they do. Because they normally tell us that, don't they? So, first off, we have the Krooks Biosphere Research Park Self-Sustaining Construction Project. To accumulate enough terrestrial planet transformation experience, the Entontis Ecological Construction Department developed 9,000 hectares of land in the city of Entontis to build the Krooks Self-Sustaining Earth Biosphere Research Park. It's going to get old saying that often. Which is also known as the Krooks Biosphere Research. That's still too bloody long. Into 5 main areas: flatlands, sandy lands, wetlands, sloped lands, and low-lying lands, otherwise known as lowlands. The research park features microbial adaptive cultivation clusters, a dome weather control system, an internal central control network, central air and water circulation control unit, and other systems. The Ecological Construction Department has now completed the planting of the first batch of plants in the research park. To expedite the construction of the thing, then test the newly installed dome weather control system, Entontis Ecological Construction Department invites all explorers to participate in the Krooks Biosphere Research Park self-sustaining construction project during Earthday. Krooks Biosphere Research Park self-sustaining construction project. Do you know what they need to do? As somebody who works in IT and tech, whenever they give things really, really silly names like this, at least someone acronyms them, and that would just add to the lore of the world. If everything just became acronized, if acronized is even a word. Planting. In the research park, planting will be carried out in a cycle of 5 seasons. Planting period, simulated spring, simulated summer, simulated autumn, simulated winter. During the planted period, explorers can choose an area to plant seeds and harvest fruits, flowers, etc. After the plants grow, it brings a whole new meaning to Farmville for players that play IL. For this ecological project, the Ecological Construction Department has brought in seeds of 8 kinds of plants, including the spruce, the maple tree, the African baobab tree, coconut tree, sunflowers, tulips, blueberries, and cactus. These seeds will be distributed randomly to explorers. The Ecological Construction Department has genetically modified these seeds to adapt their growth cycle to the season changes of the research park. Explorers will need to consider various plants' adaptability to different temperatures, precipitation, and light, as well as choose a suitable terrain to plant them in. The Ecological Construction Department will provide weather control tech to all participants in each simulated season. Explorers can use weather control tech to participate in the testing of the dome weather control system. The final weather of the research plant will be determined by the participation of explorers and modification results. Everyone vote for rain. Then you can all just see what England's like permanently. Start time after the maintenance on April the 19th. participation requirements. Explorers who expanded the base to Zone 2. Oh, so you have to be in server to do this? That's a bit meh. Participation rewards. To give back to all the explorers who have contributed to the ecological project, the Ecological Construction Department will issue a certain number of Proxima coins as a reward according to play explorers planting and weather MOD effort. What does MOD stand for? Like in the UK, that's just Ministry of Defence, but weather MOD. Not a clue. The seeds explorers obtain can be planted or submitted to the Ecological Construction Department for ecology points. After each round of the modification ends, the Ecological Construction Department will also issue E-points to all explorers who participated in the planting and weather MOD based on the survival rate of plants in the entire research park. Ecology points can be redeemed for emblems, limited liveries. Ooh, I want like a foresty livery. That'd be cool. A little foresty livery for my ST59. I've switched back to the ST59, by the way, because they upped the movement speed to 450. And yeah, that sounds amazing. And other rewards at the Ecological Construction Department. Yeah, give me a overgrown ST59. Vivarium planting project. Vivariums will be added to most residential complexes in the city of Antontus, and their main pipelines will be connected to the Krooks self-sustaining Earth Biosphere Research Park to enable them to simulate seasonal changes and weather changes. Explorer orgs can decide that types and quantities of plants will be planted in the vivarium. If an org has purchased a property in the city of Antontus, inside this property will be the vivarium, built by the Antontus Ecological Construction Department. Orgs and explorers who have not purchased a property in the city of Antontus will be granted access to use research labs in the Krooks Biosphere Research Park for planting. So you can show off your greenery. Nice. Everyone likes a good bush. Explorers can grow and nurture their own plants in the simulated environment of the vivarium and will learn how to grow different plants by taking care of each plant individually according to the seasons and weather conditions in the vivarium. Due to the limited space inside the Jesus Christ, it's too many vivarium, only certain types of plants can be grown. The vivarium will become permanently available to explorers and will not be removed after the Earthday event ends. So you can keep your plants. Okay. Participation, yeah, we've done the participation requirements. You've already done that. Ecological Construction Department. Here we go. More importantly, the rewards, or some of them. The Antontus Ecological Construction Department will provide all explorers with ecology-themed emblems and ship liveries, which can be obtained by redeeming ecology points. The exchange will not be removed after the Earthday event ends and can be accessed from the Vivarium main screen after the event ends. Okay, so the Vivarium does actually hold use. You can go buy your rewards if you forgot to buy it during the event. So we've got Silent Dust and Era. Era looks cool. That's kind of almost the channel colours for my logo. I may end up having to buy a lot of that. When growing plants in the Krooks of Vavarium, different hardships such as flowers, leaves and others can be obtained in season. These items can be given to other explorers as a token of friendship. Here's a leaf. No. During Earthday, the Ecological Construction Department will calculate statistics and rank explorers on all star systems based on the number of harvests they receive. There are 4 themed rankings, and the top 100 explorers in each themed ranking at the end of the event will get corresponding special emblems. Top 1 to 3 will get a dynamic emblem, that's one of the ones that move about. Top 4 to 100 will get the same emblem, but probably not moving about. So you have to do what? Is it really top 1 to 3 explorers like just give people plants and friggin' leaves get a shiny badge? Yeah. Warp bells. Listening to the sound of the warp bells is an important ritual in the celebration of Earthday. The origin of this practice can be traced to the melodious sounds, or melodious? I don't know. Sounds produced by the bells at Stargate L001AB, which travelled through many nodes and filled the air in all areas with a Stargate connected to the Lagrange network. At that very moment, all residents of the Lagrange network received happy greetings from the Terran sphere. During this event, the Explorer Contact Center has installed warp signal. Okay, so there's some bells, and they do stuff. During the event, explorers choose whether to access information communication channels. Is it? You've just made a communication channel. Okay. Event rewards. The important stuff, because reading through this is kind of tedious now. Participate in the event to get the growing. I thought that's a growling plants in space. Growing plants in space emblem. 9 lucky explorers who are drawn on each server receive a blessing gift. Proxima. 9 people just randomly get Proxima. And you can claim Proxima from something during it as well. Total of 1,000 lucky explorers will be drawn across all to Eco Guardian emblem, each of which has a unique number. I'm never going to get one. Put money on it. Last year, Infinite Lagrange and all its explorers around the world planted 10,000 seeds of hope in Alxa Desert. I barely remember the Earth event from last year. Does anyone actually remember what happened? Or what you did? This year, we will invite explorers to the game to become the guardians of these saplings. Explorers who obtain the Eco Guardian emblem in the Warp Bells can invite 4 friends to join them in a joint conservation operation to become guardians of the universe of a small sapling in Alxa. The emblem and guardian number will be shared with these 4 friends, and the number can be used to search for information about the sapling under the protection on the official website of the game. Protection. Time required when invitation becomes available. Okay, we'll be planting more saplings this year and look forward to working with more explorers to keep Earth green next year. Yeah, is there a reward for this? You get a picture of your leaves on the website. It's good stuff. During Earthday, to make things more convenient for explorers who are returning from their vacation, I already have, to continue exploring star systems, and Explorer Center have released some special star system exploration agreements for explorers who are returning from their vacation to sign. All returning explorers who meet the following conditions will be eligible to sign these special exploration agreements and start exploring in a corresponding return server. The accounts must not have logged into the game for 30 days, and the base must be expanded to Zone 5. The account must have not logged into the game for 30 consecutive days or more before, and the base mustn't be expanded to Zone 5. Why? Returning explorers who meet these conditions will be able to sign the corresponding exploration agreement or midway join-in agreement after entering the hub star system to start a new journey in the return server or other star systems. For an org to sign such an agreement, all explorers in the org must meet the conditions to enter the return server. What if your server's ended and you're in the hub already? You can't expand your zone base to Zone 5. Maybe you're not logged in for 60 days, 70 days, 80 days. The server's over. You have to go into a normal server then? I'm not so sure about all that. At the same time, the Explorer system will provide an exclusive return channel for all explorers who meet the conditions to explore. The explorers can communicate. Okay, yeah. Rediscovering the Lagrange network during Earthday, the Explorer Contact Center has sent out another call for explorers who are on vacation to return to the Lagrange network. At the contact center, explorers can invite other explorers who are on vacation to return to the Lagrange network. We know this doesn't work though. because they've already added it into the game in the form of, I can't remember what they call it now, but you invite people back. If people quit this game, they generally do quit. Very few people, I think, come back to the game, mostly because the longer you are away, the worse off you are. If you sit there and say you're not playing, you're just logging in, you're opening your boxes every single day, you're in a far better situation 5 or 6 servers in than someone who's gone, well, we just got demolished by a tier 10, zone 10 dude who's got like maxed out solar whales and everything like that, and quits the game and then comes back, I'll try it again in 6 months or whatever, 3 months. Comes back and, well, it's the same situation as before. It's just worse now because also the people that logged in every day are now better off as well. A liaison relationship will be formed once they enter the liaise code. During the event, the contact center will assess the behavior of returning explorers and provide corresponding rewards to the explorers who invited them. In addition, returning explorers who meet the conditions can also be used the Rediscovering the Lagrange Network feature at the contact center and check out the latest changes that have been made to the Lagrange Network while they were on vacation, or purchase tech files that they missed out while they're on vacation. That's not too bad. That's a nicer way of doing it, at least. At least if they come back, they're not going to be so far behind, potentially. It depends on this purchase tech files and how that's going to work, though. I have to see. And yeah, if that just sums up, also like just the information that they missed, the patch notes, for example, since they logged off to now, to when they log in, that's not a bad way of doing it either. Makes it easier. So the bit that probably everyone's been waiting for, and if you've made it through to this part of the video, good job. If you skip through, well, you're probably smarter than the guys that sat there and watched through the whole thing. During the Earthday event, the Terransphere Chamber of Commerce will have Earthday trade fair, tech files, and a variety of amazing packs for explorers to purchase. Explorers can spend Proxima coins to purchase a variety of packs that contain tech files, the limited premium livery Wheat Weave, for Chimera, Dynamic Emblem Ecology Constructor, and other great items. As we can see here, there is a new ship. And I actually kind of like the look of that. It's a shame it's just for the Chimera, because I don't run the Chimera. At the same time, the Terransphere Chamber of Commerce will also bring the new 8021 fighter and its variant model blueprints to explorers. The blueprints for the pulse cannon type, interface type, and multi-role type variants will be included. The variant models can be swapped in the standardized system modules to improve the fighter's ship attacking, electronic jam. Oh god, it's another jamming ship. It's going to be useless. And weapon system attack capabilities. That's a shame, because that is a cool looking ship. Shift variant mod. Oh, we can see the in game. I wonder if I can see this in game. If I do another video when this is in game, I might just show that off quick on video. Or everyone can log in and look at it themselves. Yeah, that is a really cool looking ship design. Slightly asymmetrical. Yeah. I hope to God that it isn't all about that electronic jamming system and it gets nerfed into the ground on its weapon systems, because I kind of want to run that. Saying that, the electronic jamming system's not completely and utterly useless. Most of the time you do get dodge rate stuff on this, so this could potentially be a replacement for your Balancer Andersons, since the meta didn't change. For your screening ship, so could have something going for it and use, because it is a cool looking ship. It also looks big, doesn't it? Is it me? Does it look big? I wonder if it can. I wonder if it'll be a large. If it's a large electronics warfare ship, if they get it right, could be really quite an interesting thing. Let's have a look down below, see if it says anything about it. I highly doubt it, though. The fighter and its variant model blueprint will be sold, in all the systems. Following components consist of the following components. Explorers can use Proxima to buy the boxes that no one will ever get one from except some lucky bugger, which contains a certain number of Earthday trade fair archives that have a chance of granting the AT-021 fighter and its variant model blueprints when opened. The release of BP event for the AT-021 fighter and its variant model blueprints will be held at the same time. The debut, this is when you can rent it. You get a temporary ship. Again, be careful. Do not use the one that you have to buy for procs because it is temporary and you'll lose it and then you'll lose your procs and it's a waste of time and money. And the AT-021 fighter and its variant model blueprints will be added to the ship BP. So it comes into 2.0 BP files on the April the 26th. So what's that? A while away. The technology authorization of this blueprint will be added to black market tech files. Oh, so we'll get it onto the tech files later. It comes on May the 3rd, so next month. Yeah, that's a while away. So is this the research agreement when it comes in a bit early? Yeah, it is. Oh, not what I was meant to press, but there you go. Oh, look, it's me on YouTube. Google even. I don't even know what I pressed to do that. So there we go. That is the Earthday event. It's a lot of stuff. There are plenty of rewards, though, by the looks of it, with this Proxima rewards, which is going to be cool. It's going to have its own currency where you can pick up its stuff. Era is going to be looking interesting for me because that is very much the colours of my YouTube channel. Yeah, black with the... It's not quite blue, but not quite green. So I'm probably going to be trying to pick up a lot of those. Hopefully they give you enough points to I can fit out a fleet with them. Fleet with all the same colour. I think that would be the way to go. And some sort of competition that no one's probably going to win unless they're, on like 24 hours a day or something like that, like some people do, or it's some kind of bot account or something. So there you go. That is the Earthday event. New ship is going to be interesting because, like I said, it does look like it's going to be large. So, you know, like Vitus B sort of size. So if it's kind of like an electronics warfare with maybe like some little bombs or something, that could be a thing. Why don't they do that? I mean, technically, the Stingray could be that as well, because the Stingray is meant to be this stealth ship. Why doesn't it have electronic warfare? Most stealth things are electronic warfare. That's the entire purpose of it. So, yeah, never know. It might be good. It might just be a replacement for your Balance Anderson at the end of the day. Hope you have a good one, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch you next time.